enak itu kalau all in biasanya juga pakai NetBeans sih, daripada misalkan if your network bench is still error and you do code by using NetBeans, maybe you can do your coding for this class using NetBeans also. So it doesn't matter about the tools as long as you can access your DBMS. About any tools, that's okay. Tuh, jadi gitulah. Ya. Sebentar, saya share screen. Oh yeah, for previous meeting, I already recorded, but I haven't converted. Yeah, Asad, I haven't convert my recording, but maybe today, yeah, Asad, I'm sorry. How is your progress, Asad, about this coding class about SQL? Can you connect your MySQL into CMD? No, oh you haven't tried it. Okay. Ya, emang saya harus upload ya, because you missed the class. That's okay. Okay, I will upload it maybe today. Yeah, I will try to convert it because it is so big. Yeah, the file is so big, and I convert it. It needs hours. So every time I try to convert it, and I have a class, then I click cancel because I must attend my Zoom class while I'm convert. Yeah, I cannot attend my class. Yeah. But this is my last class for today. I will try to convert it after this. Okay. Maybe while you waiting my video, as you can try to open your job sheet, your previous job sheet. Yeah, there is a code to connect about into your CMD, but we will try to do it again today. So maybe if you miss your class last week, we can try it for this week. Okay. I will start this class. So firstly, I will try to share my screen. This one is MySQL Workbench. Maybe if you have a trouble with your CMD, you can use this. We have this menu, right? If you install it, and maybe you install in different version, but after all, the menu is same. Yeah, this one is for designing. Yeah, you already know about it, and you can choose this one. Yeah, this menu. Yeah, this menu is already here. Yeah, and then you can make a new connection, right? I already have connection. If you don't have any connection here, you can click plus. Yeah, you can give a name for your connection freely. Yeah, bebas, kasih nama apa aja. Yeah, and then let it is like this. Yeah, TCP/IP host name. Yeah, for local host, of course you must say it as 127.0.0 and 1. This is same. Port is same. Username is root, and yeah, just give it name. Yeah, koneksi. For example, koneksi. I give connection. Test connection. Oke, saya sudah start belum sih? Servisnya sebentar. Oke. Test connection. Okay. Successfully, yeah. Meet the MySQL connection. If you already successfully, you can click OK. So you already set up your new connection. After you set up your connection, I will close my previous connection because I already have this connection. Yeah, you can click continue anyway. You can check this if you don't want this message appear anytime you click this. Continue. Nah, this one is already connected to your database, right? So you can do coding here, right? For example, for this class, yeah, today we will make academic database, yeah. So I will use academic first, yeah. How to run it? You can run this, yeah, execute, yeah, or you can click Control Enter, yeah, or Control Shift Enter for all statement, or Control Enter for specific statement. Yeah, so actually in SQL, yeah, you can run it all, yeah, in one page. You can directly line it. For example, I have this file, this one, yeah, I made it with your friends on another, with your friend in another class, yeah. In SQL, if you directly click these executions, it will start from the first line until the last line, yeah. But of course, you can just select it. I prefer to run it one by one because it is, I think it is more easy for me to check when the error is, yeah, where the error. So maybe, for example, I want to create a table mahasiswa first, and then I want to insert data, yeah, into table mahasiswa. I can run it just based on the selection, based on the part, yeah. This one is for insert, this one is for creating table, and so on, yeah. Or you can just only run it. So just use this or execute statement, or Control Shift Enter, or Control Shift, yeah. After you use this statement, for example, I already in academic, right? In academic table, yeah. Use academic, yeah. And then I will try to show tables. You can do code here, yeah. Yeah, I have 3 tables here, okay. And you can code for another things here also on Workbench, yeah. For next meeting, we can use Workbench because it is easier for us, or we can use another tools, yeah, that make you easy, yeah. But today, yeah, today we still stick in here. Ini saya close dulu ya, ini kelas sebelumnya. Close aja deh. Close. Okay. If you miss your class last time, we'll try to go to the prehistoric era first. Prehistoric, ya, kita pakai CMD lagi, run administration. Okay, all of you can try to run administrator first, yeah. I will divide it like usual. I will divide it into 2 parts. I will use the example for this week. Yeah, last week is, yeah, this same. Last week you already learned about the data definition. This week we added with data manipulation. Yeah, and of course we already in this meeting. Yeah, kuliahan database. Wait, mana sih ini? Nah, and for this week, we have this, yeah. Last week DDL, this week is DML, right? And yeah, for the theory, you can read it by yourself. This one, yeah. What is SQL? I already explained it to you last week. Wait. yeah, this one. And then, nah, language element for SQL, yeah, keyword, you already know, yeah, how about to create, database, how about to create table, selection, alter for updating database and table, and so on. And we have operator also. We can use it on select statement, of course. We usually use it using where statement. You will learn about where statement after this also. And we have operator also. It's same like you learned program, another program language, yeah. For example, Java, you have operator, yeah. You define variable and then you input this variable with some specific values, and then you try to, for example, maybe subtract or edit or multiply it one variable and another variable using operator. Here is same, yeah. Operator is really important in SQL. And we have and or. This one is for condition, yeah. Dan atau, ya, dan atau gitu ya. And we have expression. For expression, for expression, operator and expression, yeah. If expression, it has more than one operator. So we have some elements, yeah, that combine it with operator. For example, like this is the expression. Yeah, this one is expression. Yeah. So they can get another values. That's the meaning about expression. Comment, about how to comment something on SQL, we can use this part. Apa bahasanya Inggrisnya ini, Re? Strip itu. Apa bahasanya? Kalau yang Bu Anissa lupa. Ini kan slash, ya. This one is star. Dan tanda ini. Kita sering pakai tanda ini nanti. Oke. Next. Nanti saya search lah. Next. This one. We learn about how to select something. Oh, dash line. Oke, Vince, thanks. Dash line. Tuh ya, kalau apa? Kalau spesifik gini-gini, simbol-simbol kadang lupa. Oke, next. About define element. Yeah, this one about the component of language. On previous slide, you already learned about it also. Yeah, but it's just the theory, but still not in practical. Now, we will try to do it together, okay? Firstly, you can try to make this. Yeah. Firstly, you try to connect it into your SQL on CMD. Yeah, I think just 2 or 3 people here that don't have CMD. You can use your NetBeans. Saya nggak ada NetBeans di sini ya. Di NetBeans itu ada pengaturan database ya. Kalau nggak punya Workbench, tapi kalau punya Workbench, yuk pakai Workbench ini aja, Mas. Gitu. Kalau nggak ada Workbench, CMD-nya nggak bisa, ya kan? Itu kan kayak jatuh tertimpa tangga ya. Kalau nggak ada Workbench, CMD nggak bisa pakai NetBeans atau bisa pakai VS Code, tapi nanti kamu cari tutorialnya sendiri, itu ada koneksinya. Kalau saya kebiasaannya sih pakai NetBeans. Jadi kalau pakai NetBeans gampang, tinggal ngatur aja di situ ada menu yang atas itu database, diklik database, terus set new connection, tinggal pilih MySQL, tinggal masukkan parameter yang tadi mulai dari port dan macam-macamnya, terus klik OK, jalan. Terus kalian coding, create new ya, .sql, terus dikonekkan ke yang database-nya itu di NetBeans ya. Tuh. Oke. Right now we will try to run using CMD first, right? I will try to divide it into 2 part like usual. Ya, yang PDF aja yang lebih. Okay, and then, nah, okay, this is still on Indonesian language, right? I will write the description here. Yeah. Please create database, ya. Database name academic, right? Terus create table students, ya. Terus kontennya ya, the content in this table is students number, right? Name, students name, then phone number. Yeah, the description is same like in your PowerPoint too. Yeah, 255, and then phone number is 20. Okay, don't forget to set the student number into primary key. Primary key, I will try to write it here. Primary key students number, right? Students number. I will try to save it first. Dot SQL structure. S. This one, right? A plus database. Okay. Nah, firstly, yeah, open your directory first, right? If you remember my course on Friday, so you must open or you must connect the directory to wait. This one, and then MySQL, and then here you must go to this directory so you can access your SQL, right? If you don't want to type it, you can just copy the directory here. Click, yeah, just copy, and then you can paste it. CD, yeah, change directory. It means change directory into this directory, right? So just click enter. If you already changed your directory, it will change, yeah, into this. And then you can run the code, yeah. I will open my previous lesson last week. Nah, this one, if you forget, you can see on your PowerPoint slide, yeah. You must run this first, MySQL minus user. The user is root, and minus password. For password is you can input it here, or if on the default it is your default password, you can just click enter. Okay, MySQL min u root minus p, and then click enter. I use default password, so I just need to click enter again. Okay. Please raise your hand if you already reached this step for all of you. I will do short survey. 3 orang, 3 person. 4. Lebih berkembang lah daripada hari Jumat kemarin ya. Kemarin kayaknya cuma 5, as I remember. Oh, udah 6, nambah 1. 6. Just 6. Don't forget to type it correctly because on anything for coding is really sensitive like a woman, okay? Berapa, Rek? Udah banyak ya? Udah kalau ditambah 2, 1, 3 tadi. Ada 10-an ya? Loh. Where is another students here? Please raise your hand. Anyone that has trouble or cannot reach this step. Okay? It will be useless for me if I go to another topic before you can reach this step first. Ya, ini titik startmu. 3. Adinda Faradisa. Oke, 4. 4 ya, 4 aja. Tadi 9 ada 4, ada 5, 14 orang. Lah, lainnya apa? Ini abstain. 6. Okay, I think so many people that cannot connect it. Please type your problem here on chat. Yang nggak bisa connect, coba tulis problemnya di chat. If you cannot connect or if you cannot reach this step, please write your problem on this step. You can use bahasa or you can use English, no problem. Yo, sama kayak kemarin lagi, Gaisa. Gaisa, kamu pakai ini aja, Gaisa. Workbench ada, Gaisa?
What is it, ma'am? Workbench?
MySQL Workbench ini aja. Ada?
Wait a minute, ma'am.
Okay. Anyone that cannot do or cannot connect your MySQL here or on CMD, right? You can use Workbench, okay? Kalau Workbench kayaknya nggak sesensitif ini masalah password. As'ad, how about you? Can you connect your CMD into MySQL? Okay. Okay, you can, Septian, you can directly use Workbench, that's okay. Sama aja, yang penting kalian belajar codingnya ya. Ini cuma tempatnya untuk coding ya. Kita kenalkan yang basic, kalau ternyata basic error di tempat kalian, kita pakai yang ya sewajarnya kita pakai tools-nya.
Is it MySQL
right.
Workbench 8.0, ma'am? I have that.
Yeah, any series you can use it. Can you connect your Workbench also or no? That's the problem. For these weeks, yeah, but next week maybe you just need to install Workbench or connect it on NetBeans or VS Code. Yeah, for this week you can use this. If you cannot do that, you can use this SQL, right? For example, I already add the academic database. Yeah, I want to select something here. You can type it here for this week. Yeah. I don't really like use this web-based platform because it is laggy, suka nge-lag. Jadi kalau biasanya pas kalian kupu, pas UTS sudah ya, pas UAS atau apa, codingannya banyak, yang butuh banyak lembar-lembar, yang butuh banyak itu suka nge-lag kadang. Makanya saya arahkan kalau nggak pakai Workbench, pakai aplikasi tools yang lainnya gitu. But for now you can use this. For example, select I want to select from tabel mahasiswa, for example, mahasiswa here. I can do it here also, yeah. I just need to go here and just click go, right? I already select this all. Or maybe if I want to edit my selection, I can do inline edit. For example, I want to select just name and nama from tabel mahasiswa. Name and name, right? From mahasiswa where I put where for condition, ya, di mana gitu ya. Where nama ya sama dengan, for example here Anissa. Just need to click go. Lo salah. Anissa. Apa tadi errornya? Oh, nama ya, salah ketik ya. Name nama from mahasiswa where nama sama dengan Anissa. Name nama nomor telepon. This one. Just click go. Nah, I can select this. Yeah, that's all the same. Yeah. The important point here is you learn how to code on Square, but the tools is, yeah, we are flexible. Yeah. If you are able to use CMD right now, use CMD. If not, use Weband. If not, use this. Okay, next. Any platform. Is there still anyone here that has problem if I already told you about any platform? No? Can I continue my course?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
If we use Workbench, should we do the same way before? It's like you root and enter the dashboard.
No, it's just working on CMD, because on CMD we must redirect the service into the this folder. But for if you use another tools, they are automatically connected, right? Kan tadi saya cuma gini atur connection gitu ya, Septian ya. Terus nambah connection ya, terus klik OK, terus saya klik connection yang udah dibuat tadi, ya kan? Terus saya langsung bisa coding gitu, Septian.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. It is easier and enak dipandang. Oke. Dinda, kamu nge-DM ketampilan juga satu ini. Di record ya? Oke. Stop share dulu dong.
Recording in progress.
Share screen again. Any tool is okay. Next. Saya stick di sini ya, teman-teman, any platform, dan kita balik lagi ke sini. Ini ya. Salah. Close. Which one? This one. DML. In this slide, you can learn about DDL and DML in one time, yeah, in one step. Right? This part, I want to create table, yeah. Oh, create database first. Create database academic, right? How about cara buat create database academic, yeah? So you just need to type create, right? Database, your database name, academic in this case, right? Academic. Semicolon, enter, right? Gini. Okay. And then try to show table, show database, right? So database. I already create database academic. So In MySQL, yeah, it is not sensitive case just for uppercase or lowercase, so you can use any type. If you prefer upper, set it upper, low, that's free. Next, uh, after we create database academic, we must get into specific database. In this case, we must get into academic database. So I use source use that's to change database, yeah, from known here, right? It will work same if you use any language, any tools. You must use first and then your database name. Okay. Terus wait. Nah, ini kan that same. So use academic, right? Academic. Database change. I already in database academy. And then please make this create table. Yeah. This one still in bahasa. Oh, mana yang bahasa Inggris? Bentar. Database. We will back again here. This part. Oh, namanya ini, Reh. Nah, please all of you create this table, but on English. The description is here. Please create table students and then set the primary key into student number, right? Student number is integer 2, ya. Integer 2 and then name-nya, tipe datanya apa tadi? Varchar, ya. Varchar and phone number varchar 20. Varchar 20. Please code this specification. Ini kan belum codingan bentuknya. Code this specification and then please paste it here. I will change to another table if at least 2 people already paste your creating students table here. So we will try to do it together, right? You can try. Satu menit. Anyone? One person if you already finished to create the student table. Natasha, try to paste your code here just for student table. Do you have any difficulties?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
How to work in Workbench, ma'am? Because I try to code type my code, but I can run the code, ma'am.
Oh, you cannot run the code.
Yes, I can run.
Try to share screen first. Oke. Kita cek bersama-sama ya. Yang di Workbench kita coba share screen. Oke, connect. Klik.
Direct click connect, ma'am.
Yes. Continue anyway. Okay. And then you already connected. Use academic open.
But when I try to run, this is run, ma'am. You right, ma'am?
Yes.
So
Okay.
ma'am.
Can you read the error, Septian? Cannot create database because database academic is
Why?
already
How to?
exists. Right? Can you see your schema there? You already have academic database, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Double click. Okay. So if you want to, you already create database, right? And then you already try to select use academic. Select it first, and then click run. Or put the cursor there, yes, and then click run. Okay, you already use academic. How to see it in action output? Yeah, below your below skill. Okay, and then create table. Select it again and then run until your last sentence, right?
Until this is one.
Yes, that's one package.
Still error, ma'am. A column name.
Oke. Scroll ke samping, Mas. Nah, primary key is student name or
I forget, ma'am.
Soalnya di keterangannya kan bahasa Indonesia, jadi kadang kecampur-campur. Oke. Student name.
Ya, is correct.
Oke. Bisa ya, Septian ya?
Thank you, ma'am.
Oke, welcome. Septian, pasten kodemu di chat. Biar teman-temannya ngikutin. Oke, I will try to share my screen again. Share again, right? And then I will use academic first. Yeah, academic. I'll try to code here, maybe because of you, all of you mostly here. I try to show table, my table is still empty, right? Still empty. And then I try to create, you can type it neatly, I think. Instead of try to type it in just one line, why not to type it, for example, create table, yeah. Yeah. And then you can apa? Name, for example, student name, right? Student name. And the type is integer, right? 2. And then enter again student name. Oh, kok student name? Ini student name, ini student ID ya. This one is student ID. Type is varchar. Varchar 20. And then
student name is 200, ma'am.
Oh,
55.
Ya. Miss, ini kalau sudah siang dan papar. And varchar, benar varchar, ya varchar 20. Gini ya, Rek ya. Don't forget to put primary key. Ya, you can just write it like this, right? You can directly write like this, or the second way is, ya, cara yang kedua itu kan kalian bisa kayak gini, primary key, and you redirect into your student ID. Udah jadi. Terus tinggal di run. Kenapa kok masih merah, Rek? Karena kurang koma. Ada lagi? Kok masih merah? Di run aja ya. Coba sih, apa sih? Apa sih errornya?
Nama tabelnya, Mem.
Oh, varchar-nya, Mem. Itu, Mem. Lebih R1. Yang student pun.
Student phone. Ada lagi? Kok masih merah?
Kereta tabelnya nggak ada namanya kayaknya.
Nggak ada namanya, Mem.
Oh,
tabelnya.
Oke, apa lagi?
I think that's all.
Wes, fixing errornya sudah benar? Di run ya? Udah. Terus saya mau lihat, kita pakai perintah apa? Description aja ya. Nama tabelmu apa? Gini, toh. Nggak merah, di run lagi. Kita udah lihat, oh ini udah kebuat, gitu. Ya. We try to move into, ya. Ini lebih mudah kalau tadi tes error yang mana lagi. Kalau masih merah, oh ternyata belum dikasih ini, belum dikasih itu kelihatan. Nah, kalau di sini, if you do code here on your CMD, of course you cannot detect what is your error, right? Create table. Ya. Student udah eksis ya, tadi kan udah kita bikin. Des students, right? Nah, kita bikin di sini ya wis otomatis nggak usah di-create lagi, satu badan gitu ya. Oke, next. Please create a table mata kuliah ya. Tabel mata kuliah. Nama tabelnya apa ya? Table course ya. Please create table course. And then primary key is, I will try just write it. Primary key is course code, yeah, and the columns are, yeah, course code, and then course name, and then course SKS ya tetap ya, apa ya itu ya, SKS ya. Udah. The detail similar like in this picture, right? This one is character, yeah, 3, and varchar, yeah, and then integer. Just this one is just integer 1, yeah. If you don't know, if you didn't describe your integer number, yeah, it will be on default integer 11. If you describe it, so it's dependent in which range you describe. You can just type it like this also, of course. But for course, SKS we just need one number, right? So just need one. It's not nggak boros gitu. Okay, any one of you who already finished your create table here, please pass the on your chat. Jadi teman-temannya kalau ketinggalan gitu nyocokin kok salah. Bisa lihat di chat ini, nanti dicoba gitu. Enak ya langsung di sini ya. Langsung. Di sini ya bisa. Oke ya. Deal ya ini ya Septian ya tak paste ya Septian bisa di-run apa enggak ya. Set. Oh bisa. Deskripsi. Yes, course. Nah, please tell me if I teach too fast. Ya. Next. Kalau diem-dieman gini antara lapar sama nyambung atau antara lapar plus gak nyambung. Itu yang susah. Ya, create table. Ya, another table is score. Please set the primary key is score ID, right? Score ID. Nah, it's the good structure table if you create your specific primary key here and set connecting with another table using foreign key. It is better than you don't have any primary key here and then you have to foreign key and you make it as primary key to those two foreign key. Okay, score ID, yeah, auto increment, of course, yeah, auto increment. Please name, okay, name is student's ID ya, student's number ya. Tadi saya bikin student number, and then course code, and then score. Ya, langsung score gitu aja deh, nggak usah nilai huruf. And the primary key is score ID, of course. PK is score ID. Nah, begin. The detail is similar. Don't forget to put auto increment code here. So for auto increment is integer. Of course, auto increment is integer, yeah, mostly integer. Yeah, so if you try to insert it, yeah, no need to describe or no need to put the specific values there because it is our auto increment. It is automatically. That's the good way to, or the best way to make a primary key auto increment. And then student number, of course, this one is foreign key, right? But you can alter it later after you create table this one and you alter yeah, to make foreign key here as student number and student number and students, oh no, course code udah ini yang di. Okay, for names here, add foreign key name IDX FK, add foreign key kode mata kuliah IDX. This name is free, right? This is up to you. This one is name, your foreign key name. Yeah, this one, it is free. Yeah, so if you confuse what this for, yeah, if you remember your previous meeting, usually they just put FK0, FK1, FK2. That's okay also. This is for name. Yeah, this one is for referenced column. This one is for table that you altered right now. This one is referenced column and table. This one is column name in this table. Okay, please coba para Dewi or woman students here yang ciwi-ciwi please. Masa dari tadi Septian aja, Rek? Yang ciwi-ciwi mana nih? Oh, ini siapa nih? Oh, Septian. Oke, Septian. Yang ciwi-ciwi alter please. Nih ya. Oke, sudah ke-create, tinggal alter. Coba nih yang ciwi-ciwi, takutnya saya adem ayam gini ketinggalan teman-teman. Perwakilan satu atau dua orang ciwi-ciwi coba alter tabel. Alter your score table and then alter your score table on students ya. Ini. Ah, ya ini yang dialter. Tinggal yang saya hover itu. Sambil nunggu setoran, kita lihat progres kita. Ya. Kita taruh di mana ya? Oke. Ini yang tadi ya. Yang tadi asal-asal, nanti Bu Anissa langsung kalau udah jadi semuanya ya, if we already finish all of this database, I will export it. That's easier, yeah. And I will share it to you. Okay, I will just wait until ini yang ciwi-ciwi. Kemana ciwi-ciwi? Siapa ya? Versa.
Yes, ma'am.
Sampai mana Versa? Your progress? Sampai mana?
Baru bikin sih.
Baru apa Versa?
Sampai apa namanya? Bikin tabel.
Bikin tabel apa sekarang Versa?
Tabel skor.
Tabel skor. Oke, ya wis. Oh, ada perwakilan. Oke, Versa, thank you. Akhirnya ada satu ya, ini Kartininya di kelas ini Natasha. Coba cek ya Natasha ya. Alter table score at foreign key. Oke, NIM, yes. Oke, kamu pakai NIM ya. Saya sesuaikan dengan codingan saya kalau gitu Natasha. Saya tadi pakai
Saya sudah ada, mem.
mana.
Ada number.
Yes. Sip. Oke. Oh, kok error? Sebentar. Alter table score at foreign case student number, reference students. Sebentar. Mana codingan saya tadi. Oke, kita pakai student number benar. Reference ke table student benar. Student saya itu students-nya pakai S ya, makanya di error. Kita coba lagi ya. Enter. Oops. Cannot create table academic score. Create table academic score. Apa nih? Alter table score at foreign key student number. Pas tekan di sini deh. Saya jadi pusing lihat hitam putih itu tadi. Nah, kita cek. Apa, Rek? Kok salah ini? Tadi lihat sih, refresh ya. Kita cek. I have alter table score. I have score table. Yes, I have. I already have it, right? I will add foreign key. Yeah, I will give my foreign key name. Okay, I will give it into. No. Oh ya benar, student number. Oh, student ID ya. Saya tadi student ID atau student number sih? Gara-gara. Ya, des students dulu deh. Oh, student ID. Oke. Saya pakai student ID ya. saya tadi skornya. Nah, dash dulu, dash lagi. Dash lagi tabel skor saya ya. Oh, student number. Ya, saya di student itu pakai student number nih yang skor. Oke, terus yang atasnya student ID. Oke, bisa. Berarti ininya student ID ya, karena tadi saya beda. Coba run di sini, error enggak? Alter table score at foreign case student number references, students ID, students nggak pakai S ya, student ID. Run. Lah, akhirnya benar dengan. Nanti menyesuaikan intinya template-nya seperti ini ya. So the point in this coding is you type alter, you type your table name ya, because I mix so many things ya di sini. Column names-nya beda-beda, jadi kadang bingung. Add foreign key, your foreign key name, your column ya, for foreign key in this table, reference tables and reference column. So ya, mungkin kalau yang tadi sih seperti ini. Sesuaikan aja ya, sama, cuma salah namain aja kalau di saya. Oke. Terus next alter table score. I already alter table score and then I will alter my another table score again for mata kuliah ya, for course ya. Oke. This part. Ya. I already alter my score table. Nah, ya udah ini aja. Saya mau foreign key-nya apa? Course ya, ini course aja, course. FK course gitu aja, FK course. Ini kan terserah. Saya pakai apa tadi? Des dulu deh, mata kuliah. Des course. Course code. Oke, course code. References. Nah, ini of course course again. And course code again ya. On table score sama-sama course code enggak? Dan score. Oh ya, sama ya. Sudah ya ini course code-nya. Oke, udah cocok. Kita run. Oke, ya. Udah benar. Sudah beres. Finish. We can alter table, we can create table, we already at primary key, right? And then we try to change, okay. In this case, your student ID is 10 digit, for example, 10 digits. So I want to change the student ID. The format is, I will copy paste the format, yeah. Please do the code after this again. Mana ya? Bentar, cariin. Nih. Ya, formatnya ini. Alter table, your table name, modify, ya, your column name and your type data. Ya, in this case, ya, banyak banget terusnya. Coba dulu deh. Ini aja deh close. In this case, nah, I want to alter table mahasiswa or table students, and I want to modify the column name, the student's ID name, yeah. The type data, I want to change it from integer with the range 2 into integer with the range 10. Please, any one of you, if you can code it, please write it down here. Ini template-nya. Sip. So in this case, I want to change the type data. Yeah, to modify the type data in the specific column name. The format is this. Oke, akhirnya ada yang selainnya ini, Septian, Kate. Coba ya, Kate, langsung saya run. Coba di CMD deh, dari tadi kok pakai Workbench saya. Alter table students, modify students ID, ya, into integer 10. Students ID into integer 10. You can see here, integer 2 ya. Oke. Loh. Kenapa nggak mau di copy? Ya, alter table student, modify student ID into integer 10, right? And then I will try to describe again. This students, right? Already 10. Okay, finish. You can check your connection, your table connection. First, di refresh dulu lah ya. You can refresh it. For academic table, click design. Okay, we already connect our table. Ya, udah ya. So I already connect my students and course table into core tables here. Ya, udah. You can see the green and blue line. So it is correct. Kalau udah sampai ini kalian nggak usah ngerjain lama-lama, itu ini kan PR-nya gitu. Kita kerjain bareng ini PR-nya. No, sama. Ya, next. Next, please everyone here type insert code for students table. The format is pretty similar like this. Insert into table name, column name, and your values. This one. So for insert, actually we have so many type. Yeah, I already sent it to you before. We have at least 3 type. Yeah, or format. For the first format is I write it completely. So I write it completely like this. Yeah, table name and the columns names, and then your values. Yeah, this type is good for inserting data that you can, if you want to insert specific column, not all column in one table, it is better to use this format. So you appoint into your specific columns here, and you appoint into your specific values. Format 1. For format 2, this type is for general values. The values must be same with your columns. Columns in here. How many columns in your table? Yeah. For example, if you have 3 columns like here, you must put 3 values here and sequentially. Ini berurutan, harus berurutan kayak gini. You cannot just insert 2, yeah. For example, in each column we spread it with comma, right? This one is column first, second column, and third column. First is for name, second is name, third is number, 3, 4, like this, right? If you write it down like this without this, yeah, without column name, you must write it completely. It will turn like this and sequentially, berurutan, nggak boleh loncat. That's the first format. For now, please insert into this format number 2. So insert into students values your own name, and your own phone. And please type it down here, every one of you. I will stop this until I get 5 person, at least 4 students table. Oke, akhirnya ada cewek. Next lagi dong. Sampai 5 saya baru stop. Saya tulis di sini deh, biar berwarna. Insert into students, okay. Values, this part. Values-nya diganti nim values-nya. Soko Eka. Eka insert-nya ganti nimmu. Please change your insert source code into your name, and your random phone number. It's not must your phone number. Oke, Natasha. Oke. Pakai name Natasha. We already changed our student ID into integer 10, right? You can use your name right now. So it is not for 2, yeah. The range is not 2 again. It's already 10. So you can insert your name there. If it is still 2, of course you cannot insert it because out of the range, right? Ya benar-benar Kate. Next. Sampai 5. Natasha, oke. Next lagi. You can click tab like this if you want to make it neatly, more neat. Siapa lagi dong? Kit udah. Eka, oke. Yes, like that Eka. You forget to put. Oke, udah. So again. Satu I, 2 lagi. Oke, kita coba 3 dulu deh. Kalau 5 sulit. The source code is like this, ya. Bulk insert, you just need to put to spread it with comma in each bracket like this, right? Okay, insert into student values this. Kayaknya nggak ada yang error, kita langsung running ke sini. Loh, mesti kalau dari sini, sebenarnya bisa langsung di sini. Tapi saya tadi udah bilang pakai ini ya, buat saya. Oke, I already insert 3 rows, oke? Jadinya gini kalau di copy paste. Oke, next, please insert course. Yeah, please insert course right now. The course name is random. The course name is random. The code is random, right? So if you forgot about the structure of course, like this. Course code, name, and SKS, right? You can put 3, yeah, character into 3. Just 3 characters here. Course name is up to you. Course SKS is up to you. As long it is just no more than 9, ya. Kan cuma satu, isinya kan cuma satuan, bukan puluhan. Yuk, siapa yuk? Yang belum nih. Yang lurking ini kemana? Farika, ayo Farika. Mumtaz, Raynor, Rinu, oh. As'ad,
Saya masih agak ketinggalan, Mem. Soalnya tadi ngurusin CMD-nya.
oh alah, tapi sudah bisa Rinu, CMD.
Ini pakai workbench akhirnya.
Oh, oke, ya udah, nggak apa-apa. Workbench bisa Rinu.
Workbench bisa, soalnya kalau yang dari saya search itu karena di workbench saya pakai password, jadi security-nya nggak bisa nembus CMD.
Oh, ya. Itu mungkin ya permasalahan teman-teman di sini juga ya. Mungkin karena workbench-nya pakai password. Sebentar. Insert into student values, mana lagi, Rek? Loh, udah. Ini tadi sampai mana? Sampai sebentar ya, saya dihubungi kampus. Saya tadi, insert course. Please, anyone here insert course. Wes terserah yang mau insert lagi, Septian mau tulis di sini lagi, biar cepat selesai, nggak apa-apa, Septian. Oke, ya, Natasha ini. Kita biar gercep-gercep ya, udah siang. Nah, saya insert into course ya, after this. Sebelum kita ekspor semua nih, terus teman-teman bisa pakai insert into course, right, values I will spell at least 3 like this, comma, and then comma like this. Ya, gini kan enak ngodingnya, ya enggak? Terus saya mau 3 database and 4 for course, of course ya nggak apa-apa. Oke. 3 database Nike. Ini punyanya Natasha. Course code, course name, course itu ada berapa kolom? Course SKS-mu, Natasha, kurang. Gak apa-apa, wis. Tak kasih sendiri ya SKS-nya ya. Gini, wis. Sebentar. Oke, gini aja. SKS rata-rata 2, database maybe 3, right? Math maybe 3. Data structure is 2. And database, ini I will change into programming. That's okay. And this part is maybe PGR programming. Okay, programming is I will set it as 2. Oh no, 3. Return back 2. Oke, udah deh ini ya. Next, insert into scores values this. Ya, langsung saya run sini ya. Bismillah, bisa. Oh, bisa. Oke. Next, I will try to select ya, bintang from course, right? Oke. Can I select it? Oh ya, udah ya, muncul ya. Cepetan di Workbench kan. Next, I will try to insert into, what is it? Tabel yang score ya. Please 3 or 4 of you insert into score. Insert into score values. Nah, for values for score, you must match it with this insertion before, right? Because the score is the score structure, if you already know. Score ID, yeah. Student number, course code, and a score. Student number and course code is a foreign key from this table. So the data here, it must be similar with here. You cannot put another data outside in this table. And this table for course code. Okay. Nah, my data is like this. Coba sesuaikan dengan dataku ini. Kalau mau lihat data saya, nih data saya. Coba insert please insert into score table. At least 2 or 3 lah, ya. Skor kan sedikit tuh. Your homework is this one. Create SQL syntax to fill the table values with 5 valid data. Yeah, we already have 3 valid data. You can edit by yourself into 5. And another task is create a SQL syntax to fill the blanks SKS in the course table so that all the SKS calls are true. You can use update. After this, we will learn about update. Yeah. And then the last question is create SQL syntax to delete course data in the name. Nah, in the name specific name, yeah. It because we already decision support system, ya udahlah tak tambahin ya. Decision support system. Kita kondisikan seperti yang di soal. Insert into course value DSS, ya. I have DSS decision support system, and then the values is, yeah, I will try to give it 3. Don't forget to put semicolon so that your code is no error. Giving error means it's selected. Okay, low commodity. Yo. Company. Okay. Select bintang from course. Oke, udah. Ayo, Rek. Satu lagi, Rek. Biar kita segera move on dari score. This one, please put into score. Insert into score values. Nah, bisa dengan sendiri. Ya. Values. Ini valuesnya apa? Inilah Score is nggak ada yang nulis lagi. Oke. This score. Yeah. Because this one is auto increment, right? If I have auto increment type like this, I don't need to insert it. Yeah. Of course you can, if you want to insert it also, so you can, right? Mana tadi kok hilang? Okay. This part, yeah. This one is like score ID, student number, course code, and score, right? And for example, if I have score ID, yeah, I will put it empty. And then student number, yeah, I will put random, yeah, as long as I have it up there. And then course code, of course, course code, random also, yeah. And the score, yeah, I will try to put number score first. Okay. Kita pakai apa nih? Kita randomkan aja ya. Math ISD, score DBS 70, this one maybe 60 kan, melas banget. Terus I have this, yeah, I have 1, 4, 5 to this. Wow. Okay. Nah, because your score is auto increment, no need to put any number here. Yeah. Firstly, I will try to run this. Okay. Copy. Yeah. Okay. Select from score. And then I want to add another data, yeah, because this one is auto increment, right? Maybe I want to add random number, yeah. This case, I'm curious what happened with auto increment data. The last number is 3, right? Score ID, yeah. I want to add 5, for example, yeah. I will try to insert, yeah. Okay, I already finished inserting, yeah, this one. And then I will try to select, I have 5, right? This, 5. And then I will try to insert again with difference ID, yeah. And then ini ya 147 154, gini aja deh, PGR deh ya, terus saya kasih 100 deh. Nah, what do you think the number, it will be 4 or 6 if I put empty here, 4 or 6? Score ID, for score ID. Maybe 6. 4.
6.
Or apa 6? Kita ini aja ya, kita run aja kan. I will try to run it and you can see the difference ya. Select start from score, it will be 6. So they will detect the last number, yeah. The last highest number. The highest number is 5 right here. Yeah. So they, because it is auto increment, yeah, if you want to insert it again, they will put 1 here, not 4. Yeah. That's all. But for application, if you make default ID like this, usually you just need to insert this. This one is auto generated, right? So if you make application like website, for example, for a website, you have form website, and then you have score ID, student number, student course and score, and you have a text field for insertion there. Usually you just need these text fields because the student ID is already auto-generated, so no need to make a text field to describe it again. That's all. Jadi cuma ini aja yang mereka butuhnya. Yang ininya auto-generated. Kalau yang ini tadi, kasus ini kepo aja, pengen tahu aja jadinya seperti apa. Tuh. That's for auto-increment. For ID, it's better to put it as auto-increment. And of course, you must make it as not null. For primary key or ID, it must be not null. And then we will try to, we already learned about insert. The last one is update first. Update aja dulu ya. Baru nanti ke delete. For update, the format is like this. The format is update your your table name, your table name, and then set your value. This part is value. Loh, kok jadi di luar? Value 1 or value 2, or the example is like this. Don't forget to put where, and the statement here, For example, I want to update students. I want to update students. I want to change the student's name. Yang ini, Kit aja deh. I want to change the student phone number for Kit into another phone number. Gimana cara update-nya, Rek? Kalau saya punya inputan seperti ini, saya punya tabel student, saya mau ubah untuk NIM sekian, itu nomor teleponnya sekian. Saya punya formatnya seperti ini. I want to change for student ID this, I have phone number this. How to make an update source. Update table name, set your value where. I will give another example. This one is the example for course. Update table name, set apa gitu kan, where apa gitu. This one is the example. But right now I want to update. I have this. I want to update Kate phone number and change it into isinya 1 semua. Siapa yang bisa? Contoh source-nya kalau saya pakai course atau mata kuliah kayak gini. Tinggal diganti. You just need to change the table name. You just need to change the phone, and you set the values where. Don't forget to put the name or to put the name or student number. I prefer to put the student number here. it is free. You can put this one or this one for where statement. But it is better to put ID for where, because Kate did not only Kate in Polynema. Kate 1, Kate 2, Kate 3 gitu ya, mungkin kembarannya Kate banyak namanya, misalkan seperti itu. If you try to search where the name is Kate, ya, maybe the result of course not specific in one person. If they have 3 Kate in Polynema, they will appear 3 different data. So it's better you put it student's number, I think. If you want to, if you can do the code, please paste it here. Gampang kok codingnya ya. Tinggal tebak-tebak. Saya jam ini harus ke kampus nih, Rek. Kita udahi habis ini ya. Jam 12.30. I must go to campus after this because I must fitting for batik clothes, yeah, for my batik clothes, and it will close at 1, I think. I must go there as soon as possible. Kit sangat membantu dia. Oke, kita coba Kit sendiri yang dia ini ya, Kit ya. Oke, Kit. Kita coba sini ya, Kit, biar kita bisa choose. Oke, Bismillah. Oke, file please. Oh ya. Kan kolomnya di saya beda sama punyamu. Ini saya close ya. Ini close aja. Terus update students. Yes, I have students. Set my student is student phone, right? I must change it into student phone for me. Yeah. Where students? I have student ID. Okay. We try to run it. Mau nggak ya? Mau ya? Ini. Select ya. Select bintang from students. Oke. And ya sudah ada ini ya. Kenapa kok nolnya nggak muncul? Ada yang tahu kenapa nolnya nggak muncul? Padahal saya nulisnya nol di sini ada. Because this one is integer. Kamu set apa sih student phone-nya? Oh, varchar ya. Oke. For varchar ya, if you put a 0 here, without put this ya, the 0 will be gone. Itu sama kalau kayak di Excel ya, kalau ada 0 di depan gini kan, kalau nggak kamu kasih petik kan nggak kebaca. Gitu ya. I will try to run it again. Okay, and then I will try to select. Yeah. Okay, don't forget to put apostrophe there. Okay, udah sekarang next ya. For updating, don't forget to put where. It is must. Yeah. Why? Because if I have things like this, update student, set student phones, this. Okay. I forgot to put where. Ya. Ini enggak saya kasih gitu kan. Ini kosong seperti ini. Coba aja dijalankan ya. Oke, sempurna. Terus low. Karena because you forgot to put where, it will change another data in one table. So for example, this one is just 3 data ya. That's not fatal, but if you have 1,000 data and you forget to put where there, the original important data here will be changed in one values. Yeah. So don't forget to put where. This is must. For example, deleting. Also, update and delete. If you want to delete all data here, yeah. If you want to delete all data in one table like this, yeah. You can just delete the Mana ya? Sebentar. Download. Oh, kan di sini ada. Bukan ya? Wait. I have a sample here. This part. Oh, ya sama. Ini loh. If you put just delete from table name, what happened? I have delete, for example, delete from what is it? Students. Just this source, and then I run it. Delete from student. Nah, ya, delete. Ya, error cannot delete or update parents. Ya, foreign key constraint fails in academic. Ya, why I cannot delete this? Because apa? Karena apa, Rek? Saya nggak bisa delete semua data student. Kenapa? Because I already included in another table. For example, in this table, for school table. Yeah, select Bintang from school. I already use these students, right? Or course code. So if you want to delete something, yeah, please make it sure that those data, yeah, is not used by another table like this. If you will try to delete data that used in another table, it will appear error code like this. Cannot delete or update parents because it used in another tables. Yeah. And for example, yang nggak connect kemana-mana, yang nggak bisa berikan efek ini apa ya? Maybe, oh sebentar ya. Sebelum saya delete, saya ini dulu, jangan di delete dulu ya. I will try to export it first, so I have my backup ya. Okay, and I already save my academic files there. Academics, yeah. And I try to open it using this one, ya. Nggak mau di drag. Ya udahlah di sini lah. Nah, kan udah ada toh. Oke. I will copy paste it to you before I close this class. Kok ke-keep? This part is my database, our database that we already made before. And then I will try to delete some data, yeah, delete from score. For example, from score, I can delete, of course, from score because score, in score table, yeah, they get their data, no other table that references in score, but score is take another data from another table. Jadi kalau di score table itu dia bisa sih kayak kalau di delete semuanya, karena apa? Karena datanya itu dia ngambil dari data yang lain, tapi nggak ada datanya dia yang diambil di tabel yang lain. Paham nggak ya? Ini loh. Kalau student sama course tadi nggak bisa di delete, karena datanya ini diambil di tabel yang lain, di score. Tapi kalau score table, kita coba. Delete from score. Ya, bismillah ya. Loh, bisa. 5 rows affected here. Yeah, and if you want to use select ya, select. Oh, kan udah pernah. Select from score, empty set. Why? Kenapa bisa di delete? I already answered it because no data in score that is used in another table. Okay, please, if you have any question, tadi ada yang raise hand, please ask. Reno?
Mem, saya auto incrementnya error, Mem.
Errornya kenapa, Reno?
Katanya apa? Harus diisi value, Mem.
Oh, harus di. Padahal udah kamu set auto increment.
Udah.
Kayak gimana sih, Reno? Stop share screen dulu.
Saya screen ya, Mem.
Iya. Coba kamu drop table score dulu deh. Drop table dulu. Drop table score gitu nulisnya. Kalau
Gini,
udah
Mem.
terus kamu belum ah? Udah. Terus kamu coba harus kayak gini ya, note dulu ya, harus coba kamu run yang ini. Sama Ren di chat. Skor ID-nya wait. Itu drop table apa sih tadi yang error, Ren? Skor apa mahasiswa?
Skor, Mem.
Oke, skor. Create table skor ID not knows. Iya, benar. Itu sih nggak apa-apa sih sebenarnya, nggak usah dihilangi. Itu iya kalau generate dari SQL kebentuk generate gitu. Misalkan kalau nggak mau dihilangi bisa. Kan itu petiknya miring ya, bukan petik yang satu.
Kalau misalnya values-nya diganti, nyebutin nama kolomnya satu-satu kecuali nama angka. Yang values.
Ini ya, values-nya diganti nyebutin. Oh bisa, kalau kayak gitu sih bisa. Jadi itu kan maksudmu yang 3 kolom yang setelahnya itu ya, terus angkanya udah di-delete aja
Iya.
yang awal. Jadi
Tetap nggak
spasi
bisa, Mem.
Oh, udah pernah dicoba nggak bisa ya?
Oh, enggak, ini apa maksudnya yang ini tadi yang
Yang
kodenya
skor nggak mau.
nggak bisa.
Create tabel skornya udah ke create lagi ya.
Udah ke create ini.
Oke, terus coba sih insert into, terus kamu apa tadi isinya skor itu tadi? Student number, course score ID, insert into student number, terus koma course code gitu ya, koma score, dideskripsiin nama kolomnya, ya. Terus values-nya baru kamu pakai 3 ini aja, yang depan sendiri enggak. Jadi itu
Gimana, Mem?
saya insert ke nama kolomnya cuma student number, course code sama score. Values-nya ya wis values yang student number, course code sama score. Gitu. Jadi insert-nya itu kolomnya kamu sebutin 3 itu pakai yang format satu kalau bingung.
Ini kan. Apa harus dimasukkan satu-satu?
Format 1. Jangan lupa nama tabelmu, kurung buka, nama kolommu gitu toh. Format 1. Insert into itu habisnya itu mesti nama tabel. Student, score ya, kurung buka. Langsung kurung tutup enak. Kamu nggak lupa nanti. Kurung buka, kurung tutup baru diisi. Nah, gitu enak. Student number, course code, and then score. Score.
Ini, Mem.
Terus isinya itu deleten yang depan itu. Mau nggak sih? Kan kamu bikin fresh ya, berarti kan nggak ada isinya ya. Apa tulisannya?
Field score underscore ID doesn't have a default value.
Oh iya sih. Not node and auto increment ya, tadi lupa ya.
Oh, belum dikasih auto increment nih.
Iya, belum dikasih auto increment ya skorku tadi. Coba kasih auto increment.
Berarti harus di drop dulu ya.
Enggak sih, sebenarnya bisa di alter untuk dikasih auto increment sebentar.
Di drop
Alter
aja, Mem.
table. Ya wes di drop aja, wes lebih cepat.
There can be only one auto column and it must be defined as a key.
Terus kamu tambahin auto increment. Terus kamu tambahin Setelah kok bisa sih nggak mau dikosongin punya
Mungkin primary. Oh,
apa ya? Nanti lah apa ya? Nanti kalau udah ketahuan saya lah gitu kayak ada yang miss itu ternyata kayak coding ternyata kurang titik koma gitu aja atau apa gitu biasanya. Oke. Integer auto increment. Selalu padanan. Skor
siap.
item. Komanya kurang komanya kamu. Habisnya skor itu atasnya primary key kan ada koma. Skor karakter default 0, primary key. Kan setiap part ada koma. Nah, wes, coba sih di run. Create table score.
Oke, ke create.
Terus kan udah normal auto increment.
Ah, udah bisa, men.
Mau.
Ini udah.
Oh, berarti nggak tahu ya di sini kamu harus kalau auto increment-nya harus di set not null. Jadi dia bisa
Ya.
otomatis pas waktu nggak diisi. Not null dulu, ditambahin not null. Kalau tadi kan kita bisa ya beberapa langsung
Betul, men.
auto increment. Oke, sudah bisa. Wih, ya, Rek, ya, saya mau ngampus.
Makasih, men.
Iya, sama-sama. I'm sorry because I am in a hurry right now. I must fitting clothes ya. Udah tutup mulai jam 12 tadi diburu-buru dari tadi. Please, saya stop recording.
Recording stopped.
Please do your homework here. You have 1 week, yeah. The question is on your last slide, yeah. Last big slide on your PowerPoint. And I will give the assignment on LMS. And please do absention on LMS also deh. Ya, absennya di LMS aja deh, nggak usah saya panggil satu-satu untuk khusus hari ini ya. Tuh nanti kamu absen di situ. Oke, that's all from me. Thank you for your attendance. We will meet again on Friday. Nggak libur ya, Rek? Udah libur ya?
Udah libur.
29 sih kayak ya kita liburnya.
Misi, men. Ini berarti tugasnya yang tetap yang minggu lalu atau ada tambahan?
Oh iya, tugas minggu lalu belum selesai kalian.
Deadline-nya kan minggu ini, mem.
Iya, deadline-nya minggu ini ya,
Iya.
minggu lalu. Tugas minggu lalu tetap ya, deadline-nya minggu ini. Yang untuk, oh iya ya, yang hari Senin. Ditambahi ya berarti deadline-nya ya. Sebentar saya setting, nanti lupa. For task, yeah. Maybe I just can extend your task, yeah, but the quantities of your task is still same, like another classes because you left one meeting. Oke, minggu lalu DDL ada tugas, assignment, saya set, sekarang berarti otomatis deadline-nya minggu depan, ya. Pertemuan 10 lah. Ya, gini aja wis sementara. Oke. For this week, sama ya minggu depan, dikerjain aja sebelum hari raya, Rek. Nanti mager malahan kamu P11 DML. Tetap minggu depan tapi kerjain setelahnya sebelumnya hari raya. Udah, ada 2 tambahan. Ya, any question for your task? No?
No, mem. Jadi ini tugasnya untuk praktikum semua, mem ya?
Ini praktikum atau ini tugasnya untuk yang
Oh, ini
teori?
yang teori, mem ya?
Iya, wis teori ini dulu aja praktikumnya. Iya, praktikum pula wis libur. Wait.
Soalnya kan yang minggu lalu itu kan mem Anissa ngasihnya waktu praktikum.
Iya, benar. Nah, ini ke delete 1. Wait, minggu yang lalu kan DML. Ini deh. Minggu ini ngapain sih minggu ini? Wis bonus ya minggu ini ya praktikumnya ya. Paling ya delete insert ya. Terwakili di sini gitu ya. Praktikumnya tugasnya yang minggu lalu aja. Daripada saya bingung-bingung. I will give a bonus for your practicum this weeks, yeah. But you have job sheet 10, yeah. The deadline is ya udahlah, tak set minggu depan. This one is for your job sheet. So for this week, no homework. Ini hadiah apa enggak homework itu dapat ya, cuma jadi satu homeworknya, enggak jadi dua gitu. Hadiah lebaran enggak usah praktikum satu lah, kasihan nanti mudik. Nah, yang ini bonus dia apa? Tapi saya tetap share ya, DML saya tetap share praktikumnya, jadi teman-teman bisa baca materinya. I will still share your practicum sheet ya, or job sheet. So you can learn by yourself, but no need to submit it in this LMS. Okay, this one is this. Saya kasih tulisan ya, bonus, but please learn it by yourself ya. Okay. Any other question from this class? Nggak ada. Ya, sudah. Iya. Minggu lalu, guys. Ya, oh iya ya, ketinggalan banyak sih. Wes ini ya, pokoknya PR-mu ini ya, yang introduction ini gampang buat database. Okay, that's all from me. If you don't have any question, I will close our meeting